Now we're gonna have a serious conversation today. I promise you. I promise you. And this is an alert. This is really an alert for all Uber drivers out there, and Lyft drivers, and any rideshare drivers. This is a PSA because in the state of New Jersey, where I actually live, I've been seeing a lot of drivers, period, partake in something that is very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And we're really going to have a heart to heart here because I don't know where we've gone. Um, Earlier this year, the state of New Jersey, and it might have been last year, I don't even remember exactly, but at some point, the state of New Jersey legalized marijuana. And ever since they've legalized marijuana, I've noticed something, and it's weird. I've noticed so many people driving down the street, driving with their windows rolled down, smoking a joint. Now, even though marijuana is legal, smoking a joint and driving can equal a DUI. I think that's safe to say. It's just like it's a DUI. I remember years and years ago, I was at a friend's house late night and smoked some joints. I get in the car and you know the smell and everything like that. I get pulled over and luckily the cops were cool. Hey, there's no weed in the car, whatever the case. But they explained to me that even if you smell like marijuana, it might mean you just because you don't have it on you now, you might have smoked marijuana an hour or two ago and then got behind the wheel and drive. It's a DUI. I'm here to tell you guys it's a DUI. It doesn't matter if marijuana is legal in the state. It's a DUI if you smoke and you drive. Moving on to the story, because my car broke down. Now you guys know typically I don't take public transportation. I am a driver. I do ride share. My car broke down and I needed to go into the city. So I went into the city, I came back, I took the train into Newark Penn Station. And I don't want to say too much because we're getting ready to get into a Uber driver. Let me not say that because I don't want to give too much information. It's a ride share driver. It's a ride share driver. A friend of mine was supposed to meet me at the station because I was going to go back by his house to grab something. He couldn't make it, so I said, hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just order a ride share. I had got the driver, and immediately after getting the driver, he calls me. And he says, hey, where are you going? And I told him where I was going, which is like 10 minutes away. And he's like, oh, okay, all right, so I'll be there shortly. So I'm standing out in front of the station, and car pulls up. He had a passenger in it. He was completing a trip. So the passenger gets out of the car. He closes the door. I walk up to the car and get into the car. Now, mind you, my car doesn't break down and I have to take public transportation often. This is a very rare occurrence. I might have to do it 2 times a year. Maybe. And the same thing goes for having to take a taxi or ride share company or anything like that. It's a first. Rarely happens. I get into the car and I sit there, close the door, we exchange a hello, he proceeds to drive off. And I start, and I'm like, wow, it smells like a 420 party was literally just happening in this car. And I'm like, it could have very well been possible a passenger that got out before me, might have had a bag full of marijuana and stunk up the car. I don't know. But being a past smoker, let's just say that, I can smell and know, okay, something is in, like it's right here. It's right there. I can smell it. So we get a couple blocks, and finally, you know what? I just asked. I said, I think, I don't want to say my exact words because, you know, we use a little slang because he was a fellow, and I was a little bit ashamed. We get deep into the story, and I was a little bit ashamed. But yeah, he was a fellow black guy, so we exchanged some words. I don't want to say on the YouTube exactly what we said, but I said something to the tune of, "Hey, where's the stuff at? It smells mighty flavorful in here." You know what this guy says to me? This is where I put the serious face on. It was all fun and games until he says to me, "Oh, I might have a little clip or something left. I just, you know, was smoking a tad bit earlier, but I might got a clip left. You need something?" I'm like, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah, man." I said, "But you smoke in your car and everything?" He said, "Yeah, it's legal." So we proceed on. I said, "No, I was just joking, man. I don't want any marijuana or anything like that." But it's crazy because, hey, you know, I drive too, and you know, you don't ever have any people make complaints. He says, "No, I've never had anyone make a complaint on me. Do this all the time." I had one lady one time. She got in the car. She was an old lady, and she said, "What did he say?" She said, "It smells like a cigarette in here, but different." But he said he's never had a negative review, less than 4 stars, I guess, a complaint to the rideshare company or whatever the case may be. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I really hope with this video, it'll save someone a heartache of spending a night in jail. And if you're a rideshare driver, it may save you the heartache of getting your account deactivated. A word to the wise, and I'll say it again if you didn't catch it in the beginning of this video. You will get a DUI. You can even get arrested for suspicion of DUI if your car smells like marijuana. You cannot smoke marijuana and then go drive. You cannot do that. For any rideshare drivers out there who smoke marijuana, even if it's in a legal state, whatever you do in your house is your business. I'm a firm believer of that. But when you get into your vehicle, there's 2 issues with what he did. You have a responsibility for all of the passengers in your vehicle. You have a responsibility to all the other people on the road. Do your smoking once you get back home. After you've done the 8-10 hour drive, do that when you get back home, so that way you can smoke, chill, go to sleep, get up tomorrow, and be able to do it all over again. That's just my recommendation. So that way you don't have to worry about getting a DUI, running over somebody's kid. And then on top of that, we as rideshare drivers have a duty to be professional. If your car smells like marijuana, that is unfair to somebody that does not smoke. And I'm a smoker telling you this. I'm just going to put it out there. That is unfair to somebody that does not smoke. And I believe it's against the rideshare's policies, but that's a whole nother story. And even if you do partake in any of the things that I've said, don't be stupid enough to tell one of your passengers, "I might have a clip left. You know, you wanna, we could light it up right here." You're a fool. You're a fool. Don't be that fool. Please. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't really think that I had to make a video like this. I didn't really think that people were that stupid out there, but apparently they are. So let me be the first to make this PSA that please do not do that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.